Hi everybody and welcome to the Bullshit Party. And in this short video we're gonna be looking at the currently discounted True Fate Z-Type, also known as the second most expensive car of the game when the game originally came out in 2013. Let's see if the car is good or not, and let's see if it's in fact worth it when it's 50% off. And as we're setting a Mr. Beast pace of spending money on GTA Online, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now as you can see, the Z-Type... oh, my bad, 1 second. Transition sound effect. And here we are, and the first thing that we're gonna be talking about is the exterior of the car. Now if you like old school, and I mean really old school looking cars, I'm sure you're gonna agree with me that this is a beauty. The front, the back, the side profile, everything looks just, well, perfect. And it also should be mentioned that this vehicle has a lot of interactivity in it. You can open both doors, the hood and the trunk. And one detail that I really love is that you have a spare tire in the trunk. How cool is that? The engine looks like, well, an engine, and everything just seems to look very authentic. Let's close it up, climb inside, see what the interior looks like and what sound the car makes. The interior looks absolutely fantastic. I think it looks very authentic and very appropriate. As for the sound, it sounds very aggressive, but more on that in a little bit. Now we need to see if the car is rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, or, well, God forbid, front-wheel drive. And as expected, thankfully the car is in fact rear-wheel drive. If you've seen my videos before, and you should, you know that I don't really like front-wheel drive cars. And as we start making our way to Los Santos Customs, I want to share my first impressions of the car. As I said a little bit earlier, the sound is good, but I don't think it's very appropriate for the type of car this is. But it's not really fair to comment on it right now since we haven't upgraded the vehicle yet. And as we make our way down to Los Santos Customs, it's important to say that this is a stock car. Nothing has been changed on it or modified since I bought it, and that would explain the horrible performance it has. I understand that we're dealing with a retro car, but I'm looking with the eyes of a person who's playing the game in 2013 and just bought the second most expensive vehicle. Keep in mind guys, if this wasn't discounted, it would cost $950,000, which would, as I said, make it the second most expensive vehicle when it came out. I just hope the customization options and performance upgrades are gonna be enough to raise the value of this thing. As of right now, I have no way of justifying even spending $450,000 on it, let alone $950,000. But let's see what's gonna happen if we spend a couple of $100,000 more in upgrades. Cue Los Santos Customs. Surprisingly, we have nothing to repair this time, so let's get on to upgrading the performance. I like to upgrade all the performance options first so I don't forget anything at the end. As I am upgrading the performance options, however, I am keeping an eye on how many options we have for visual customizations. Not impressed on my first run through, so let's get in depth. First up, we have the grille options, of which we have only 3.
That's a beauty right there.
And let's see the headlight options. You can make your car look Asian. The hood options, well, the hood option is this one. Suffice to say, not very impressed with what we're getting so far. We're gonna pass on the horn and light options and go straight to the plate, and of course we're gonna make it black, cause, well, why not? And we have a skirt option. This car better be the fastest thing in the game. In my opinion, the wheels look absolutely fantastic. And they sort of remind me of the Bugatti Type 57 wheels, which this car is based on. But the problem with stock wheels is that you can't change their color. But I'm pretty sure that the game has something very similar to these, so let's find it and put them on. Found them, and apparently they're very cheap as well, so it's a win-win. And tinting the windows with a light smoke tint is the last thing I want to do before respraying the car and the rims. And since it took me a while to choose a primary color, a secondary color, and a color for the rims, let's skip to when I leave Los Santos Customs to see what we did. First of all, yeah, that's right, it's raining, but secondly and most importantly, yep, the colors that we chose are the original Bugatti Type 57 colors, the blue and the black. I gotta say, the first observation that I can make about the sound is that I really don't like it after we upgraded the turbo. I really don't like that, turbo sound when you lay off the gas, if it's not a street car or like a very high-end sports car. I think it feels very out of place here, and I just don't like it. And secondly, the car feels, well, very weird is probably the best way I can describe it. It feels very disconnected to what you're telling it to do and what it does. It's very weird. But that being said, me being a good guy and all, giving it the benefit of the doubt, I wait for the rain to pass over. Even though there's still a light drizzle, the streets are dry, so let's go on with the review. And for those of you who skipped the first part of the video and jumped to this part, well, I asked you to like and subscribe at some point, but most importantly, this was the second most expensive car when the game was released in 2013. And it's on discount this week with 50% off, so you can get it now for less than $500,000. That of course doesn't include the upgrades that we did, but more on that in a little bit. If this car is worth it for you, I guess it depends on where you're starting from. If you're a person who really likes to look at old school cars, don't care if they accelerate well or have good top speed, traction, braking, all that performance stuff, you don't care about it, then this car is probably gonna be a good one for you. If you, however, understand the value of a dollar and want your car to perform, not only look good, this is probably gonna be a pass for you, since the car doesn't really handle all that well, isn't that powerful, doesn't have that great of acceleration, and let's be honest, it's a coupe so it can carry only 2 people at a time. But if you're looking for a garage queen, this is definitely a looker, at least in my book. But I'm afraid that with over $700,000 invested into this car, it's just not worth it for you to get it. Now, me being a hypocrite, I'm probably gonna keep it since I really like how it looks. But the driving experience is a complete miss for me. Slow, jumpy and unresponsive is no way to go through life. And with that, I think it's time to end the video. Thank you so much to everybody who watched, hopefully you liked what you saw, and if you did... Oh no, who saw that coming? Anyways, I was saying, if you did, please consider leaving a like, and if you're not yet a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. A lot more cool, bigger things to come in the near future. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. So we know that it doesn't do very well on the road, but how is it off-roading? Okay, as expected.